a lot of African Americans didn't grow up with anything, so they crave that power. That's why hip hop is so big. That's why all that stuff like that is so big, because they never had nothing, but they go out and they sell their soul. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I don't like hip hop. Why? And the reason why I don't really care for it. Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
But I'm starting to change that.
Let me listen to okay. Reason why I said it, because from the black perspective, they sell their soul and they put down their own people, and they talk about women like bees and all this cursing, and you wear your pants that way. What kind of person will do that just to sell a record?
One that's low.
That's what I'm saying. So you want to create an image, and everybody, I want to be a rapper. Wait, come on, man.
But see, I grew up country music, but I also grew up in the age where hip hop.
I understand. You grew up in that age. I understand. But I think.
But I understand where you're coming from.
It's very disrespectful and some cursing and all. Come on, man.
But see, I'm actually trying to change, because I'm listening to more gospel.
Okay. So you know.
I want to be more Christ-like.
See. So you starting to see the change. So you can now when you look back and say, man, listen, and you really listen to that music, and you say, man,
Brother Tyrone, you're right.
You'll see. And the more you see it here in rap, you'll see how it influences our society. We're gonna talk about that one day.
I just about to say we need to make a broadcast.
We're going to deal with the hip hop thing. All right, we're gonna deal with that very soon. All right.
The love of money.
Love of money. Man, this is some good stuff here.
Money isn't the root of all evil.
That's right. Money is not the root. It's the what?
It's the greed.
It's the greed and the what? The love of.
The love of.
That's right.
The love of money is.
There you go.
Greed, power, and the love of money have ruined many business owners.
Yes, it has.
And their companies, families, and individuals.
Yes.
Blinded by their lust.
Oh, that's the key word.
Key word, the lust.
That's right. Craving after something that it's not going to satisfy you eternally, but it's only going to satisfy you temporarily.
Right. But see, with men, we lust for things, especially for women.
Oh, no doubt about it. Everything a man's life, we lust after.
Yep.
That's how we are. Because we're moved by what we see.
But because a man, we're moved by what we see.
That's right.
And not what we hear.
There you go.
But see, women are the complete opposite. They're moved by what they hear.
Because it's an emotional thing, woman. Yeah. There it is. Absolutely. With men, it's more of a physical thing. All right. Go down.
They self-destruct.
Yes.
Leaving behind insecure children.
Yes.
And unhappy spouses.
Absolutely, brother.
I'm going to say it right there.
That's powerful.
Beating the monster.
Good God from Zion.
If you're the captain of the ship, I love the way you put that, Tyrone. The captain of the ship. And greed and power are steering you toward an iceberg.
Well,
change course.
That's right.
The scenery may be a little nicer on the other route.
Yes.
But you may find that you'll be just as content taking a slower space journey.
That's right. So sometimes what we're trying to say here, men, and we're gonna get deep into the finances here a little bit more. Don't try to live the fast life, because it's going to tell on you, it's going to ruin you, it's going to ruin your family, it's going to ruin everything around you. Step back. Money is not that important. It's just a means of exchange. That's all money's here for, to exchange something for something. That's all it's for. But when you get to a point that that's all you want is things, that's when you're on your downward way out of this world, or you're gonna end up in jail, or you're gonna end up in the graveyard, and your family gonna destroy everything. It's gonna be ruined. All right.
Greed.
All right. Let's look at this right here, because this is very powerful.
Greed is one of 7 basic character flaws.
Yes.
Or dark personality traits.
Yes.
We all have the potential for greedy tendencies.
Yes.
But in people with a strong fear of lack or deprivation, greed can become a dominant pattern.
Okay, let's look at this. We got a little graph here I put on here for us. Let's look in the middle.
Stubbornness.
We're stubborn. We want to do things our way. That's where it starts. Now go up to the top, right above that.
Arrogance.
What does arrogance mean, Brother Josh? Mean that you what? You feel that you got it going on. You the man.
Yeah, you feel like you're the man. You can do whatever you want.
That's right. That's arrogant. Okay. What's the next one going down to the right?
Impatient.
We
men are impatient.
And we want things when?
Now.
We want it now. That's how our problem is with. We're very arrogant. I'm not saying all. Generally speaking, men are arrogant. Some of them, and we're very impatient. We want to have things. We want to have the latest car that come out. It's just a perfect example. When a new phone come out, I know people. We gotta go get that phone. You're impatient.
But see, when the next year when something else comes out, we gotta go get.
That's right. Well, so why are you gonna buy something and a new one gonna come out next year? It don't make no sense. Go ahead, Brother John.
Self-destruction.
Oh my God! How do we self-destruct? You just mentioned that just a minute ago.
Being arrogant.
Being arrogant, that's right.
Stubborn.
Being stubborn, that's all leads to that road of destruction because now you're greedy, you're lusting after things that you don't really need, but you want them to satisfy your flesh.
That's it. You don't need it.
You don't need
want
it, but you want it. And that's the key. What's the next one?
Self-depreciation.
What does that mean, brother?
We don't appreciate ourselves.
Well, we don't think highly of,
We don't think highly of ourselves.
Well, what it is,
We
it's
think highly of ourselves, but not others.
yeah, but we think of highly of ourselves in a way that the things define who we are,
Exactly.
not our heart defining who we are.
The same in the scripture.
Come on.
It's in the scriptures. The heart reveals the man.
Yes, that's right. As a man thinketh, so is he. That's what the scripture says. All right.
Martyrdom.
What does that mean? What does it, when you call somebody a martyr, give their life for something? And you know, some people, they'll kill themselves or they'll give themselves up for a cause. They may say, well, this perfect example. People that's in gangs, they get out and get a shootout with you're dying over something that don't even belong to you. You're dying over a street corner.
Yep.
You're dying over stuff that's not even relevant. And see, that's going to be the key to our broadcast on next week with, good God, from Zion.
Hit it, brother.
I'll let you know.
Hit it, brother.
I'll let you see it Sunday morning when I text it to you. We're going to get it. And then go
And
back.
the last one is greed.
It's a revolving circle.
But see, it all goes back to stubbornness.
It goes back to stubbornness. That's right, brother. That's right. All right, I'm gonna read the next one.
No, you're not.
Yeah. What is greed? But I know you love reading, but I appreciate that. I'll give you a break for a minute. What is greed? Greed is the tendency to selfish cravings. Here is a craving. All right, grasping and hoarding. Have you ever seen that picture on TV with people that hoard? It is defined as a selfish or excessive desire for more than is needed for deserved, especially of money, wealth, food, and other possessions. There it is right there.
I'm not gonna lie, I get greedy when it comes to food. Can I eat more than I should?
Okay, well, that's some things that we all agree in one aspect or another, all right? Selfish and excessive desire is widely considered immoral, a violation of natural or divine law. For example, avarice is one of the 7 deadly sins in Catholicism.
Catholicism.
That's right, yeah, that's right. Pleasing oneself with material acquisition and possession instead of pleasing God. And according to Buddhism, craving is a fundamental hindrance to enlightenment. So that goes back to what we're saying is, when you are craving or if you are desiring things that you shouldn't have, then you're really hurting yourself in the long run. Because it's not really you. It's the enemy in you that makes you think that that's what you need, and you really don't need it.
As with the opposite chief feature of self-destruction, greed stems from a basic fear of life.
That's right. And read on with that, because that's true.
To be exact, greed is driven by a fundamental sense of deprivation.
That's right.
A need for something that is lacking or unavailable.
Okay, let's stop right there. A lot of children grow up in poverty.
Yep.
Okay. I was even though I didn't have my mother and father around, I was deprived. You know, I was given what I was needed. I didn't have a lot of things that I wanted, but I appreciate what I had, okay? But a lot of children, and we talk about third world countries, a lot of people are dying, man, because they don't even have basic needs. They don't have toilets to go in. They don't have refrigerators. They don't have food. But we live in America. We got all this stuff, but we want more. You see what I'm saying? So we destroy ourselves in the long run. All right, Brother Josh.
When this feeling, a lack, is particularly strong, a person can be utterly fixated on seeking what they need.
That's right, brother.
Always trying to get a hold of the one thing that will finally eliminate their deep-rooted feeling of not having enough.
Yes.
The one thing could be money,
Yes.
power, sex, food, attention, or knowledge.
Absolutely.
Just about anything.
Yes, absolutely.
It could be something concrete or abstract, real or symbolic. But it would be something very specific on which the entire need-greed complex becomes fixated.
That's right, brother. That's right.
Fixated, that's the key word.
That's right, fixated. That means that's all you that's all you think about. That's all you look at.
Once that happens, life becomes a quest to acquire much of it as possible.
Yes, exactly right.
And now we're going to go into the components of greed.
All right, let's break it down, Brother Josh.
Like all chief features, greed evolves the following components.
All right, one.
Early negative experience.
All right, if you as a child have experienced deprivation and you didn't feel that you didn't have, when you could never get what you actually wanted and you always cried and wanted this and you never got it, that grows as you grow older. You going then you going. That's why. And then if especially that's how the gang life start, because they feel they can get the money and they can buy what they want. You see what I'm saying? They gonna get what they want now. See, that's how it happens. Go ahead. Next.
Misconceptions about the nature of self, life, or others.
All right, misconception. That's key about the nature of who you are, life, and about other people. You're not worried about nobody else. You really don't know who you are. You just want to get what you want and what you desire to satisfy that physical need.
A constant fear and sense of insecurity.
Yes. A lot of people that want things, they're very insecure about themselves.
A maladaptive strategy to protect the self.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
A person to hide all the above in adulthood.
That's right. A persona to hide all the above. So there's that mask thing. That's where the mask come in. We try to hide all the stuff that we are going through, the insecurities, the fear, all the early negative experiences in our life. We put that mask on, and the things that we bind, that covers us to say that I'm living a life, I'm good, I got this going on, but you're living in pain. You're hurting.
Early negative experiences.
All right?
In the case of greed, the earlier negative experiences typically consist of insufficient or inadequate nurturing in early childhood.
Yes.
Perhaps enough to threaten the child's survival. All infants are born with a natural desire for love, nurture, care, attention, and interaction.
All right, so that's the key right there. If you're not getting that as a child, if you didn't get that as a child, we talked. I don't know if you was on that broadcast or not, Brother John. We talked, Brother Dwight. Now we talked about how a child needs to feel touched and loved, especially a boy child, because when he gets to a certain age, at age 5, we separate him and say, "Grow up, stop crying, be a man." And we just talked about that a couple of weeks ago, right? Be a man, right? So if that child is missing that's a deprivation. So what he does, if he's missing the love, if he's missing the care and attention, and actually as he grows older, he needs something to replace that hurt. And he wants the things to replace that hurt. All right?
In some cases, however, the source of such things, notably caregiver, may be absent or unavailable.
That's right.
Perhaps not all the time, but enough for the infant to experience the lack. Enough for the child to become terrified of never getting enough what he or she needs.
That's right. Absolutely, brother.
The situation could be natural and unavoidable.
Yes.
Like the untimely death of a parent.
Yes.
Or living through a time of famine. Alternatively, the situation can be deliberately imposed, such as willful neglect.
That's right. Absolutely.
Whatever the circumstances, the effect on the child is a sense of deprivation.
That's right.
Unfulfilled need of never having enough. Another common factor in the formation of greed is the availability of substitutes.
Oh, so we substitute the hurt for something else to hide it. All right?
Imagine, for example, a parent who fails to provide nurturing but out of guilt provides lots of gifts in the form of money.
You see what I'm saying? There it is.
Toys, chocolate, TV. In effect, the parent says, "You cannot have me. You cannot have what you really need. But hey, you can have this instead."
So it's a trade-off. It's a trade-off. But that's still not satisfying the deprivation that child has went through his life. And that as that child grows older, then he grows accustomed to replacing other things to satisfy that pain and that fear and all that stuff that he went through. So that's why things become important.
Ultimately, the substitute is always inadequate.
Yes, it is. That's right.
No amount of TV can make up for the lack of human contact.
Absolutely.
No amount of chocolate can make up for a lack of love.
Yes.
But the child learns to do whatever with whatever is available.
That's right. That's right.
Misconceptions.
All right.
From such experiences of deprivation and lack, a child becomes to perceive life as being unreliable and limited.
Yeah.
But also containing the missing ingredients for happiness.
All right, let's run through a few of these things here.
My well-being depends on getting all that I desire.
That's the key. Don't some men say that? I'm going to get all that. My son is like that. I'm going to get it anyway. See? Then that's the wrong attitude.
I cannot truly be myself, a whole person, until I get what has always been missing.
You hear that statement? I cannot. Say it again.
I cannot truly be myself, a whole person, until I get what has always been missing.
So what he's saying is, what that statement is saying is that things define who that person is. And we as men, we try to do that. The clothes that we wear, the cars that we ride, the girlfriend that we have on our arm, the money we got in our pocket, that defines who we are. But that's not who you are, men. That's not who you are. You heard what Brother John said in Proverbs, right? The heart. It's in the heart. Until you get in contact with who you are, then Corinthians, until you get in contact with who you are in your heart and know who you are, you will never be satisfied. Never.
I gotta read this one.
Go ahead, brother.
Life is limited.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't enough for everyone.
Mm.
I miss out because other people are taking my share, getting what is rightfully mine.
So what does that mean? So he's jealous of what somebody else has. That's where the crime comes in at.
Yep.
That's where the murders come in, because he was deprived as a young kid, as a young child. You know, I was watching something on YouTube, and I really try not YouTube, on Facebook. Someone's on there, because sometimes I just scroll through there after I make our posts. Some guy was on YouTube, on Facebook, saying that he was behind bars for committing 2 murders. He said, "Well, me and my man, sometimes I think black people in general are ignorant. I'm just saying, I'm a black man, but I think some of our black people are ignorant. And I'm not saying that some white people ain't ignorant either. There's on both sides. But he was talking all this yang and stuff. Well, me and my man, we went down here. We wanted to do something.
You did.
We wanted to get something. So we ran up on these 2 guys. These guys asked us, what's going on, man? And he pulled out a gun and he shot both of the guys in the head, just to do something. What?
You didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you think it's funny. I don't understand the concept. And then you want to tell a story and you want to laugh.
He was laughing on it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid.
Wow.
Once I have it all, I would never lack anything ever again.
Now that's a false statement. Because what you have, somebody else is going to want what you got. So don't think just because you got something.
Break-in started to happen.
That's when it all started. Because see, what you got and you're flaunting it and you think that you got it wrong, somebody else is going to come get what you got. All right? Man, that's huge.
Over time, the growing child might also become cynical.
Yes.
About what life has to offer.
Yes. Very smart. Smart mouth.
All I ever get are unsatisfactory substitutes.
See? Always whine. Well, I get this. Yeah, Susie get that. Joey gets this. I'll never get. All I do is get leftovers. I get hand-me-downs.
Well, at least you got something.
But see how the attitude goes? There it is, brother.
I cannot trust anyone to give me what I need.
Oh, I can't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go out and steal and kill and get what I want.
If I am given a gift, there must be something wrong with it.
Oh, okay. So he's never appreciative of what he gets. He always wants the top line. He always wants the best of something. Okay.
Everything falls short of my requirements.
What? How do you determine what the requirements are?
You don't. That's
you
what
don't.
they call it.
Come on, son. Good.
Fear. Based on the misconceptions and early negative experience, the child becomes gripped by a specific kind of fear. In this case, the fear is a lack.
Yes, of lack.
Of having to go without something essential, as there may not be enough of it to go around.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's read the top part of that, brother, then we're going to drop down to the morality of power and greed.
What exactly it is depends upon the individual's own idea. I'm going to say that again. Depends on the individual's own idea.
How he thinks.
Of what is they really need. But it will be specific, like love, attention, power, fame, money, and so on.
Yes.
Because of this constant fear, the individual will obsessively,
there he is.
Obsessively crave the needed thing.
That's right.
They will also tend to envy those who have that thing.
There it is. We just talked about that.
Mortality of power and greed.
All right.
The progress of humanity through the centuries, and behind every critical event in every culture and every era, we find repeatedly the same 2 driving forces.
There's 2 forces here. Listen to this. This is very important. You need to listen. The 2 things that drives power and greed. There's 2 things that drives it. Go ahead, brother Josh.
Omnivorous human greed.
All right.
And the quenchless thirst for power.
There it is. Human greed and power. There's 2 things. That's what's the driving force of getting money and getting things. Human greed and power. Go ahead, brother Josh.
Regardless of culture and era, humankind seeks to acquire whatever needed to satisfy 5 basic needs.
Basic needs that we got to address.
Security.
We want security. Knowing that our bills can be paid. Go ahead.
Shelter.
Roof over our head.
Food.
All right.
Sex for pleasure or reproduction.
Yes.
Self-expression.
Those are the 5 basic needs that we need to be met as humans. And if we're lacking in any one of those, we're going to try to get something to fulfill those needs. Now, they may be substitutes, but they never really going to fill that space until you know who you are as a person. All right?
Hey, brother Tyron, I love you, man, because you hit on the 7 deadly sins, which we need.
Are we gonna do that, brother? We gonna do it.
We have to.
All right, let's go down to the nature of humanity, greed, and we're gonna get into the 7 deadly sins.
Greed.